All right, what is up? Welcome everybody to this is just a recording by yours truly, no risk, no premium, also known as Chris in our Rules of Wealth Discord. Guys, want to give you some quick levels on this beautiful Sunday evening here in Southern California. It's about almost 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a gap down in the futures. All right, got a gap down. Currently, we're down here at 426 area, which is about 4267-ish on ES, but you can see we had a gap down, huge gap down, but we're holding what? We're holding this huge level here at 426, right? 425, 426, that's great. Let's zoom out, let's get some levels, okay? We've got two massive candles here, okay? Two massive candles that got bought up from 410. Now, where do we head from here? I don't know, it really depends where we open. We're currently at 426, but we could really open at like 430 or 432, or we could open lower. I don't know, but I'm just going to give you the levels just outright where I think we could actually go to the upside. Let's say we were just to open here. Let's say we opened right here at 430, for example. I would say the upside levels are 434 where the 8 EMA is, right? Would make sense. 434, we know that was a prior level before, okay? 438 is the high of Friday, definitely a big level. Then what do we have next? We've got the 21-day EMA. EMA is exponential moving average, 21-day. We can see it's at 441.31. So from 430, we've got 434, 438, 441. Then what do we have in here? We got this 20-day is the green dotted. 443, the 200-day is this whatever color, blue, green, we can't figure out yet, or gray, I don't know. It's at 44.90 or 444.99. 444.99. So what do we have to the upside? 434, 438, 441, 443.50-ish, and then 445. Perfect. And if we're feeling super fucking froggy, 454. I don't think that happens. But guys, I have two different trend lines here on this downtrend, right, from the top. Now, why? Well, honestly, trend lines are super subjective. I'm just being honest with you. They are very subjective, whatever you want to draw them. You could draw one, the shorter one here that goes through because of this gap up. Do you count this gap up? I don't know, but it's still touching these other candles are respecting, or do you get those? I don't know, but if you think about it, they all match up. I would say in between this range, you'd be safe to know that there's going to be a lot of resistance in here, or some fuckery that I like to call it, right? Why is there fuckery? 8 or 21 EMA, 20 MA, 200-day moving average, right? All in the same fucking 4-point range. So of course, shit's going to get super fucking windy in there. There's going to be some headwinds like crazy. So just know that, okay? But now to the downside, we have the same levels that we had on Friday, right? If 426 breaks where it is right now, it's going to 421. 421 breaks, it's going back to 410. If 410 breaks, it's going to 403. Very simple. We do have a gap down at 400. Remember that. So what do we have to the downside? 426, 421, 410, 403. So guys, upside is what? 434, 438, 441, 443, 445. Downside, very simple. If 426 gets lost, okay, if 426 gets lost, then we're going to have 421, 410, 400, 403. Remember, tomorrow is the last day of the month. Do we get end of month buying, end of month selling? I don't know. Do we fill the gap up? I don't know. We're going to play what's ahead of us. We're going to play what's in front of us, okay? And we're not going to get emotional. We're not going to get biased. We're not going to do something stupid. If we open up near 426 to 428, we know that is major support. Major. That's why we took calls off it on Friday, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Oop, not the monthly. I want to come here to the weekly just to check out the weekly chart. So what do we do? The weekly chart. So look at this real quick. The 21 or the 8, the 8 EMA is this yellow. It is at 445.11. What else was at 445? This 200-day moving average at 444.99. I call it 445. Pretty fucking spot on. So do I think 445 prints? It's very likely it could happen for sure. I would think it's very likely it could happen, right? So let's see what happens. Can we get up here to 445? Okay, I don't know. But just know you want to look at multiple time frames. But now to the downside, let's come look at the month. To the downside, me thinks these are super long wicks to the bottom, guys. So what does that mean? That's buying pressure. Skinny wick to the bottom, like Trell says, means we're going to head higher or we're building to head higher. I don't know. Do I think we get one more crack at this 403? I really do, but I'm not going to be biased. And when might it happen? Maybe during the FOMC, maybe during the OPEX monthly OPEX in March. I don't know. But I did want to point this out that we do have this coming week. We've got the Fed, the chairman of the Fed, Jerome Powell, talks at 10 a.m. He's talking about the housing community. So he'll be talking about the housing market for the most part, but every time he speaks, the market stops. Okay, but look what else. We've got Bostick, who is the Atlanta president. We've got he's speaking twice. Excuse me, he's speaking twice. He's speaking on Monday. He's speaking on Tuesday. Then we've got Powell, right? Then we got Williams here. We have Jerome Powell speaks at the Senate committee. Now, this is where I think things could get frothy. So this week is going to be fucking nutty, guys. It's going to be nutty. Shit is going to be going up and down all the time. Okay. And why I say that we're now back to what the hell the Fed is doing is because, listen, the war has begun. There's no more fear, uncertainty, or doubt. There's no more FUD around it. We know what's happening. Okay. So now what are we going to shift our attention to? The fuckery that was happening before with the Fed, the high inflation, right? The Fed still buying bonds and securities. Okay. Are we going to start actually stop buying bonds and securities? Are we going to start reducing the balance sheet, which is the selling of the bonds and securities? Are we going to raise rates to combat inflation? I don't know. I mean, supposedly we're supposed to. I mean, if the Fed was anything worth their fucking salt, they would to save the American people. Okay. But after COVID hit and the world went to shit, nothing would really surprise me anymore, to be honest with you guys. All right. I'm just being quite frank with you here. So put all of those people on your schedule and know when they talk, and shit can get a little froggy. I would think that that these are the most important times. I would obviously be, around 10:30 a.m. I'd be weary that I know Bostick's talking early, an hour after open tomorrow. I know he's talking again on Tuesday at 2 hours before the close. But I know that Powell talks Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, you also have Evans speaks as well, right? Evans speaks as well. Bullard speaks as well. So Wednesday's a pretty loaded day. But honestly, this one here where he addresses the Senate committee, because the Senate is not, they're ruthless. They will ask the tough questions. They'll talk about inflation. They'll give economic data. They're not softball pitch questions by any means. They come in and they try to dig Powell out. They try to get the truth out. Okay. So guys, this week is going to be nutty. It's going to be nutty again. All righty. But we got our levels to the upside. We got our levels to the downside. We're going to plan the trade. We're going to trade the plan. We're going to size the fuck down. We're going to stick to our rules, and we're going to make some fucking money. One trade a day is all it takes, guys. Be patient. Wait for our tops and bottoms, okay? And make some fucking money. Have a great rest of your night, guys. I will see you bright and early in the Discord.